ENreco was pretty fun. I think pacing-wise, it was slightly better than Chapter 2. In my personal opinion, because I thought Chapter 2 had too many breaks in between that was kind of stopped the momentum, which was one of the feedback I gave. It was nice to have those like no dungeon days, but it would have been nice if it like didn't have anything, you know, like have those like one little tidbit of the main story attached to. This time I do wish there was one free day where there was nothing, like just no quests, no nothing, so that it could have been used as a day to kind of wrap up our side of the RP. I know a lot of the girls also prepared a lot of the RP stuff, so it would have been nice to have one day where like a chill out day to catch up and just finish off the RP, and then we could have headed into the last day. But I think the majority probably said like it stretched out a little too long last time, which is why they shortened it a lot. It's really hard to find that sweet spot, you know? I mean, it is very difficult, I'll let you guys know, especially with a lot of projects and stuff ramping up for everyone else too. It is very difficult to get EN for an entire week. I'll just say that. It is like a unique problem to EN because we have so many girls living in so many different time zones. It's not really a problem that JP or ID faces. We could decide on a time, but it has to be someone in the group that has to, you know, bite the bullet for that time and be like, okay, I'll wake up wee hours in the morning and do this content for an entire week kind of thing, right? You know? Honestly, I'm just glad that we get ENreco, because it's just not often that we get, you know, content made by management, etc. It's just I do wish there could be like improvements in some aspects. I know it's probably difficult to create diverging story, for example, because we can't have like 5 members do one story and then, you know, 5 other members doing the other story, blah blah blah. But I think it's still pretty fun. Like, I have fun with it. You guys, it's rare that I try to gather all my strength and stamina to stream like more than 3 hours for like basically the entire week, unless I get sick. Because even to me, because I have a lot of things I gotta do off stream as well, if I make time for it, it means that I really enjoy it, you know? I feel like there's always just a very, very personal feedback that I'm saying out loud, is that I do wish that in terms of the mini games, I wish they incorporate like the main story and the minigame a little better. Because I think it was last year where I really like to indulge myself into the world of the game, right? I understand the mechanics of the game was to have that one, like for example, Chapter 2, there was one minigame that there has to be a traitor, kind of like Mafia, who tries to get the group to get the answer wrong. But then the Mafia, is also trying to escape the room with us. So I was like, okay, but what's the motive of the Mafia? Or the trick, the person's trying to trick us to get the answer wrong if they're also trying to escape. Maybe like add an incentive, like think about us as the characters in the story more 3-dimensionally, rather than being like, okay, you're gonna be the bad guy who's trying to make the game go wrong, but at the same time you also want to escape from the room. So it's like, huh? So what's the point of the traitor trying to do this? The tag game, I think people might have been like, oh, it's just like really unbalanced, blah blah blah. There were multiple rounds for no reason. I think originally, even in the instructions, they said it was to be multiple rounds until everyone felt that they had enough, basically. So I was prepared for multiple rounds. It's just that there was a very vague instruction on the game, and I knew what to do. I knew I had to chase around and catch Advent. That's very obvious. But we were never explained about the fireworks, the bell, and like what Advent had. I didn't know they had invisibility potions and other stuff. and healing potions. And I was just wondering if they were just super tanky. So I think Advent were told like what they're gonna have, but they should have also told us. Like I just thought that they were gonna be like caught after like, I don't know, 3-4 hits. How are we supposed to know and deal with Advent that are invisible and smaller running around if we didn't even know they could be invisible, you know? That was just my little tidbit. I did have fun with the tag event. I thought it was pretty fun, but it's just, if there could have been a little more information given to us from the start, I feel like I could have prepared a little better. But you know, it worked out. I had fun. I wonder... Yeah, there's always room for improvement, you know? I'm just glad that we have these fun little games that we can do. There were good parts, there were room for improvement, so I'm looking forward to next chapter. The jump. So, that jump, it looks like I planned it, and then I just like hero landed and finished the game, but that was just like pure luck. I didn't even know Mokoko was there. Or she was on her way down. I just took a leap of faith. I was like, oh, hi Mokoko. Oh, that was so funny looking at it afterwards. I was like, I jumped, but it wasn't like to catch Mokoko, it was to just travel fast. I was just like, oh, I'll just make my way down the stairs and... But it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool though. I gotta say, it was pretty cool. A hero never arrives. Something right on time. Yeah. I like that you could switch jobs. That was a fun gameplay in RPOS. It's really difficult because sometimes not everyone is online and you need some jobs in order to advance. I like that you can switch jobs to balance out like if someone is not available. But at the same time, I feel like there should be some sort of an incentive for someone who does stick to the job and then gets to a higher level. Like have like one recipe or a couple of recipes that can only be done after a certain level. Like some kind of payoff, like an incentive to stay that job. Yeah, because like if there was like an incentive to stay the job, I feel like there would have been also more communication and stuff between everyone. Because like, yeah, of course you can switch jobs, but you would also have to, you know, level like 20, like from 0 to 20 in order to make the new recipe and then switch back to your job and stuff, right? Yeah, the fact that like in the boss fight, I know it's like made to be not difficult, but like the fact that you spawn like right back after you die, I don't know, but I'm also thinking of it as like a gamer where it's just like, I'm just like, did I really need all these upgrades if I could just, you know, die my way through the boss? But at the same time, if they made it like where you die and you don't respawn, then they would have to actually think of better balancing for the boss and stuff, which takes a lot more time and effort. Because, you know, like us gamers, if something doesn't feel right in a boss fight, like we would have to give feedback and they have to balance and do stuff and whatnot. But honestly, I think it's fine as it is. I'm just thinking of it as a actual game. But like of the majority of the majority of ENreco is also RP. So yeah, and technically like we could do all the dungeons in one day, but at the same time it does take a lot of time. It's a very limited time thing, so making the bosses easy I think is also good. Yeah, it would make it a little more discouraging if it was harder. Yeah, I did like the community quest actually. It's just I think our faction ended up being a bit small, so we had to cover more bases than usual. But I still had fun. I mean, it was not that difficult, especially fishing. You know, can't go wrong with fishing. You know, we got it done basically near the end. We didn't get the fireworks, but we didn't. It wasn't like a necessary thing. So I think that's the thing. Like all the EN girls are too nice. Everyone is too nice. It's hard for us not to be like, oh, I won't trade you because you're in the other faction. It's just like, oh, you need something? Oh, don't worry, I got you.